over to the basic photo edits region and click on this rotate and or straighten photo option, which should bring up some options associated with straightening the image. First of all, I'm getting the option of rotating the shot, but to be honest, if I wanted to do that, I'd have probably done it inside the organizer immediately after importing the photograph. Instead, we want to come down to the straighten a photo option, and it's going to walk us through how to get the job done. So it says click the straighten tool below, then draw a line on your photo. The image will rotate to the angle of the line. So let's go ahead and give it a go. Click the straighten tool, and now we want to draw a horizontal line across the image following an object that should be straight, and that's the key here. We're trying to follow a line that should be straight. So if we had a horizon line, that would work perfectly because that has to be straight 9 times out of 10. In this photo, however, I've got this wall that should be straight. So go ahead and click on one of these lines on the left side, keeping the left button of your mouse pressed, and then drag over to the right side and try to click on exactly the same plane as the line you're following. Once you're happy you've got it, release the mouse, and Elements will go ahead and rotate the image to ensure the line you've just got done drawing is completely straight. Now we've got ourselves a straight image. However, we've now got some white areas around the photo caused by rotating the image, of course. And the reason they're white, for your information, is because the background swatch over here in the toolbox is white. To change it, go ahead and click it. Then we can either enter a numerical color value if you know what you want, or drag this slider to reach the hue you're after, and then select one from the large swatch. I'll cancel out of here as I don't want to make any changes. Instead, I want to fix the image to get rid of those white areas around the photograph, and I'm going to do that by using the crop tool, because it's not a matter of them being the wrong color, it's just that I don't want them in my photograph at all. So go ahead and click done as we're happy with the changes. Now go ahead and click the option at the top of our list, crop photo. Once again, we see the instructions for using this edit on the screen before us. It says a crop box has been drawn on your photo using the crop tool. Resize the box to crop your photo to the desired size. This time we don't have to select the crop tool because it's already active on screen. All we have to do now is drag these handles around to resize the crop area, and just in case you don't know, when we crop the image we're going to be essentially deleting everything outside of the crop boundaries and keeping everything inside of them. If we want to constrain the proportions of the image, we can choose one of the presets down here. So if we want to create a 7x5 image, maybe because that's the size we want to print at, which by the way is a great size for printing family photographs if you're doing such a thing, then we can just select the 7x5 option. And now if we drag the crop boundary around, we won't be able to amend the proportions of it. It will always remain at that 7x5 dimension. So that's one good thing, especially if you're trying to achieve a certain ratio when you print or anything like that. So let's drag the crop handles as close as we can to the edge of the photo without including any white areas. By the way, let's make sure that we haven't got that 7x5 option active, because we don't actually want in this example to crop our image at that ratio. We just want to crop away the unwanted white areas around the image. So in order to do that, I'll just drag around the crop handles just like so, just positioning them exactly where I feel they should be. And as you can see while I'm doing this, if we want to move the whole crop area, I'll just drag from within it. Anyway, that looks good. I think I'm quite happy with what we're doing there. Once we are happy, once you're happy with what you're doing, more importantly, if you're following along with me with the project files, then you can just go ahead and click this little green icon, this green check mark, and Photoshop Elements will crop the image. If we wanted to go back and do that all again, we could simply reset the edit by pressing the reset button, but I'm happy with what I've got. We can now look quite happily upon our image as it's just as straight and nicely cropped as it should be. So I'll come down and press the done button, and we are well and truly done. We can now use this view option beneath the photo just in case you wanted to see how the different versions of the photograph look. So if we click the after only view, which we've got active now, we're going to see the edits as we've made them. If we go ahead and click the before only view, we can see how the image looked before we made any of those modifications. Or we could choose a before and after vertical, which just lines the images up vertically instead of horizontally. Anything that you do, whatever you want to do, whatever looks best on your screen, go with whatever you think is the best viewing option for you. Everybody's different, and everybody is going to have a different opinion on what version of the before and after system they like best, but use the one that you're most comfortable with. Notice as well that when we're in the comparison modes like we are, we can drag and zoom in one image and we mirror those actions in the other one. So we really can dig in deep to quickly see how our edits are looking inside the photograph.